What's up, guys and gals? It is I, once again, Mr. Gamer 990, and welcome back to our live stream here. Hopefully, there won't be any echoes like there was in the previous two episodes. And if you guys and gals are watching via YouTube and you notice the weird shift from the conclusion of the battle at Ostagar or the Battle of Ostagar to the camp right here, it's because part 4 and 5 I've chosen not to, upload them on YouTube since, the echoes and shit, but basically we went into Lothering after recruiting Morgan. We got the Liliana, can't say her name sometimes, and Stan, as well as Bodan and Sandal, and
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedic, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not.
Wow.
I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence.
Inconvenience?
How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Okay, you're free to stay. Just mind yourselves. I don't know. Yeah, let's choose that.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
Thanyou,
It
sir.
won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you.
Cute.
If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Enchantment. Okay, sure. And we have this fellow right here, Levi Dryden or Dryden, yeah. And we got obviously Stan from his prison. We got him from his prison after Liliana had persuaded the her elder, the sister Miriam, I think that's her name, from the chantry in Lothering, which sadly is now no more. But let's talk to our companions before we proceed to the Dalish camp, and we may proceed with our quest to rid Ferelden of the Blight.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Life in the chantry.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Condescending, how so? They tend to be self-righteous, that's why I'm not particularly fond of them. Condescending, how so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Yeah, I don't really want the Maker looking down on me anyways. What did you say to them? I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the chantry, but you must earn the Maker's blessing. What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the chantry says, and the chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong, but it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the chantry.
True.
But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Maybe I should have asked her a different question, not sure.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing Lothering?
What is meant by someone like me?
I have no idea, to be honest. Beautiful, charming woman like yourself, you don't seem to belong in a cloister. Sanctimonious, preachy like all other chantry zealots. You just don't seem to belong in a cloister.
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that? Affirmed? And why were you seeking safe harbor before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Marjolaine, you will find out who
Yes?
she is in due time.
Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself.
Yeah,
Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
yeah, I guess so. Darkspawn.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of her hubris.
Quite a storyteller she is. Do you know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Oh my god, Evelyn, that name, that sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods.
Wow.
Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Yeah, I guess she was, Evelyn. I saw that coming. Continue, please.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now, in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney. But Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Yeah. Did she win the tourney?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Yeah. I've lost fights to women and some dudes as well, but the point is to get back up and to kick their asses, which eventually I did. It took a while, but I kicked the asses of the dudes and dudettes who basically kicked my ass, but fuck 'em, yeah. I was hoping for a happy ending. That's terrible, yeah.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death.
Yeah.
And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Yeah, in the words of Sheev Palpatine, ironic. Like, you know, the way he said it from Star Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Ironic. Like, oh my god, I love that guy's voice. Not just Palpatine's, but the actor who plays him. I love him so much. The Emperor, Ferelden.
I know one. Told to me by my mother a long time ago.
Oh.
It always chill me to the bone.
Flemeth.
Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Oh yeah, we met her. I met a Flemeth in the Kokari Wilds. Indeed. Morgan.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend?
I wonder.
Flemeth, the devourer of men. Flemeth, mother of witches.
Wow.
Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists.
I am not really sure. Wouldn't you ask her yourself if she was present? What does it matter? She didn't really introduce herself as such. Yeah, she looked like your average old woman, or just
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Knowing Flemeth, she would have laughed at this, you know, this whole legend built around her. Flemeth was once beautiful. What does that have to do with anything? No idea.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea.
I love that.
When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife.
Description.
Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle.
Osen, yeah.
Flemeth was
Morgan
captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
mentioned him, but yeah, what happened then?
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari Wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari Wilds.
Yeah, they do. But her story had become more like engrossing because of her eyes, her piercing light blue eyes. Absolutely beautiful. There was another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
No idea. Your guess is good as mine.
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south, and settled there in a land of their own.
Of course. It didn't last, no.
The
What
elves
does?
lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
Yeah, don't say that or call Sarah that from Dragon Age Inquisition, because, you know, she's not really an elf or a Dalish elf. She's just a Sarah, a red Jenny, one of many red Jennies. But what do you know about Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
It's funny. I know this friend of mine. If she's watching, then I don't care. But she believes in the Maker and Andraste, but refuses, as she says, to believe in the actual God, the one true God of the world, our Creator and Father, the All-Father, as some would say. But that's laughable, honestly. How could you believe in something that others would consider fictitious, that being the Maker and Andraste, but not believe in the one true, actual, and factual God? No idea. Tell me about Shartan, or
when Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium.
Right, sorry about that.
The elves
I
claimed
really
the
don't
Dales in
know
the south.
between one story and another. How did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her
sad.
earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own.
Maferath?
She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burnt at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
Yeah. Why did the Maker not save her with his power? It does not work that way. But Tevinter has a chantry, doesn't it?
The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hysarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful.
Wow,
Dissenters
so
said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
I'd like to believe that, you know, her sacrifice and her blood had allowed him to see the truth, and that the Maker and Andraste were real. and that, you know, he became a believer, one of the faithfuls in the end. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's almost, you know, there's just no words for it, none. Oh yeah.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
I'm going to, you know, buy some sweets, some sweet cakes or whatever they're called, to increase the persuasion and affection of Liliana and the others within our camp.
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind.
Yeah.
I ran a fairly successful business.
Really?
Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost glory? Yeah.
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tides fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Yeah, they can be. What happened then? And did you steal them? I can understand why she was upset. What happened then?
I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tides, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold.
I guess so. I see, yeah.
The noble woman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
The misfortunes of Bodan Fendik or Fedik or whatever his last name is, but quite a misfortune he had faced. Oh yeah. And now here you are.
Yes, here I am.
Yeah?
Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
I wonder now, have you heard any rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Loghain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard?
I guess
the
so.
Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tyrn Loghain at Ostergard. He pulled his troops out just in time, so it said. Without him, we'd be lost. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
I guess
Take
so.
it for what it is.
And I'm sorry, just trying to adjust the damn face cam by moving my laptop on this table. And let's see, goods come from, not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right?
Okay.
We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tides, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
Okay. An opportunistic scoundrel, that's one way to look at him, Bodan.
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes my boy and I, We find our way to these places before the horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
How kind he is, yeah. I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn.
That's what I tell myself
all.
too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Yeah, I guess so. You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. And he was never quite right in the head. I took him in,
so
and I brought him with me when I came here to the south.
Sandal.
He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Yeah, that was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Mm-hmm. Your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
Yeah.
And with your discount.
Thank you. I'm gonna purchase this off camera. And how about this one? I wonder now. We're gonna buy this eventually, but for now, let's see what we, got. And wow, pretty good. Really good, actually. Offhand weapon. I need to replace this one right now. I really need to. And let's go to the sweets. Yeah, to the sweets and find ourselves some, sweets so that we can give to Liliana and the rest of the gang. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Sweets. Jesus. I wanted these. I do. And get some health. Okay. Or some potions and shit. Good. Yeah. Nice. Bingo. King Merrick's shield. Oh, right. Oh, fuck. No.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What does enchantments do? I think we know. I'd like to see what other goods you have.
I can do that for you. Just come.
Yeah, come with you. You're right in front of us. What the fuck? Okay, sure. And frozen lightning. What do we sell? Let's see. Metal shard. I really don't know what the fuck we should sell. But let's, sell some shit. I don't know, but sell some shit. But yeah. And blank, okay. And the wolf pelt. What do we need a wolf pelt for? No idea. Okay, good. And the flute. Stick for who exactly? I wonder now. Morgan might like this. She just might. And the flask for what's his name? What's his name? Ogren, right? Amulet of Memories. Okay, this sounds good. And ugly boots. Fuck no. No. And this one right here. Oh yeah, I think I know who will like this. And finally, we got the sugar cakes. Yeah, sugar daddies. My god, I'm a fucking creep when I say that word, sugar daddy, and shit like that. It's just weird, man. So weird. Yeah. Do we have to actually sell some garbage here? Okay, sure, why not? And there we go. Thoughtful. Wow. Okay, sure. Thoughtful gift. I mean, what's the difference between thoughtful and sugar cakes? No idea. But let's get some thoughtful cakes and some sugar cakes. Every time I say sugar cakes, I can't help but think sugar daddy and shit like that. My god. Okay, and let's give some to Liliana, and it will be quite awesome. It will go to the menu like this and switch to Liliana, the future sister Nightingale, and sweets right here. Yeah, sweets, thoughtful gift. Yeah, thoughtful gift.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you
Wow,
so much.
so jolly she is.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Why, thank you so much.
Wow.
Why, thank you so much.
No problem.
Why, thank you so much.
Yeah. Now we can, you know, talk to her from here and let her tell her tale of Marjolaine.
Something I can help with?
I like to talk with you
Yes? What's
about
on your mind?
something. What did you decide? Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
I guess so. What happened to your mother? Yeah.
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Maybe, you know, she sees her like a mother, or just that she was so young when her mother died. Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes.
Flowers.
Small white Ferelden wildflowers
Andraste's
with a
Grace.
sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais.
Let's find
But
her
enough about that.
some.
Let us move on.
Yeah, let's find her some flowers. Andraste
Something
Grace.
I can help with?
Andraste's Grace.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss Orlais, or
I
what
miss
do you miss
Valroyaux.
about
Unlike
Orlais?
other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Valroyaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Valroyaux, streaming from the many windows,
Valroyaux.
quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
It truly was. It sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it.
Yeah.
And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
Shoes? What sort of fine things or things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs. And shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous
So
trends
cute.
was worth it for the shoes.
What's so special about shoes? Fuck you, Rickard. Pop. Shoes are shoes. Oh, I love shoes. Yeah, I love shoes.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front, a ribbon perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
So cute. You don't fancy shoes to make you look beautiful. I know, right? Ugly and shapeless. So
They're sturdy
ugly.
shoes, but
Shapeless.
sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet.
A girl,
Oh, I could talk about
not
shoes all
woman.
day. But we have things to do, don't we?
Okay, sure. So cute.
Something I can help with?
Yeah.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You're a traveling minstrel. I heard that in our lay, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Someone told me this a long time ago, yeah?
And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
Bards. And the bards are spies?
Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Patron? What sort of patron? Do they spy on Ferelden? Doesn't the monarchy govern them? What sort of services does a bard offer?
Nobles, mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite.
They are.
And in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
Yeah, you were a bard, weren't you? You seem to know quite a bit about these bards.
I have revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
Yeah, but why were you living in a cloistered sister in rural Ferelden? Yeah.
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to see the Maker brought me here.
Yeah. And she wanted
Something I can help
to
with?
be rid of MR.GAMER. And trust me, guys and girls, I had a MR.GAMER in my life, and she was a piece of trash. She really was. So Liliana and I have been there with assholes like that who play games with us, or like to, or attempt to. But can you teach me to be a bard?
That's an idea. I've watched you, and I do think you'd find some of my skills quite easy to pick up. Let's just go over there, away from the others, for safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time.
Willy-nilly? Yeah, so cute. So cute indeed.
Something I can help with?
Yeah.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I wonder.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself.
Okay, another story.
Which one?
Let's see. It slipped my mind.
It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
She's so kind. She is so kind indeed. But let's see what we can do about her, approval, and get it a bit higher.
Why, thank you so much.
Like this.
Why, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Moderate cunning, indeed.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Traveling minstrel.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself.
Okay.
Everyone should be able...
Yeah. I think I might want to, decrease the approval or not. Let's just talk to the other companions here.
What do you need?
Ask you something.
Ask away.
Can you teach others to be Grey Wardens?
Such as they are.
No?
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow.
Yeah?
What do you need?
Never mind. And let's see what we can do about his approval, Alistair's, and go to the thoughtful gift.
Is that for me?
Yeah, you don't say. And let's go to the Bodan. I actually, get lost sometimes in this place. Yeah.
Are you sure I can't interest you? I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you'll be...
We are interested in your wares, as he calls them. But let's see. Wares. Okay. Where the fuck is the, cake or whatever? Jesus. Oh wait, no. I'm actually looking in the wrong area. I thought I was, scrolling through
You and your
his
friends are
wares,
formidable folk, and
but I'm
I'm sure-
actually, I should actually go here, and let's see, this one. Oh wait, I was looking in the wrong side. Jesus, I'm so fucking stupid. But thoughtful gift, like so, and the cake. Okay, and there we go. Oh, wow. That's all right, I suppose. Now let's go back to Alistair and the cake. Some delicious, yummy cake.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
I love how he says
thank
it
you.
so
That's very nice.
casually, like that, But let's talk to him.
Something on your mind? Of course.
Can you teach others to be a Templar? Tell me about the Grey Wardens. If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never?
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
I love this guy so much. You know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of my comrade in arms? Perish the thought. Well, you tell me. Have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
Not sure. That's not what I meant, and you know it. No, I've never licked a lamppost in winter. Why, yes, I've licked a lamppost in winter. I've licked my fair share of lamppost and then some.
That's a disturbing mental image you conjure for me right now. I myself never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course.
Wow.
But
Interesting conversation. You've never had the opportunity. Oh, I see. You lack the proper parts. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my god.
well, living in the Chantry is it's not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They raised me to be a gentleman. That's not so bad, is it?
You tell me. No, not really. You tell me.
I've no urge to rush into anything. We may not even survive what is to come, after all. Enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go.
Wow. I mean, is he like disturbed by the fact
Something
that
on your mind?
a guy could be interested in him? I mean, he's clearly
Of course.
not into it. He does not like the company of men, but
You mean other than
well,
becoming a Grey Warden?
you've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
You'll see. He wouldn't tell you. Yeah.
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much.
Huh?
I gather it's not a pleasant topic.
No, not
First
a
change I noticed was an increase in appetite.
pleasant
I used to get up in
topic.
the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last.
So
My
cute.
face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
Wow, I haven't felt anything like that, so it was a joke? I wonder now.
More like an initiation. They all went through it too. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
I've had some strange dreams. Nightmare, yes, I know what you mean. I've had some strange dreams.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose.
Huh?
Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
Oh, that's really sad when you think about it. What are you talking about? His time has come?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Yeah. How cheery. Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. And there you have it.
Yeah, it seems a high price to pay. I feel betrayed now. High price.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know, Duncan, he started having nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
If this is all what we have to look forward to, he got what he deserved. He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Yeah, it should. Damn right. And let's see what else
Something
he
on your
got
mind?
to say.
Of course.
What is it like to be a Grey Warden
I
with
didn't
all
know
the
them for
others?
very long. But I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
No, it's fine. I'd like to hear about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfels. What was his name? Gregor.
Gregor.
He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen.
Wait.
And the man could drink.
No.
He drank all the time, but he never
thinking
got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
About someone else, but yeah. Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... until...
A lot of people have died, Alistair, and a lot more will. I'm sorry, this must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Your heart and your mind and the memories of him are still with you, yeah?
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's
Wow.
just go.
This is some powerful shit, man. So powerful indeed. I mean, like,
I'm wondering something.
I'm lost.
I'd like to know your thoughts
of
about
words.
some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
I respect him. There's no reason to be frightened of Stan. He's dedicated. I'll give him that, yeah.
Yet he doesn't seem quite so bad as the Chantry tells us. According to them, his philosophy is vile and evil. Yet he seems so reasonable.
And logical.
Yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it.
Huh.
Doesn't that bother you?
You know, it's just him being honest. He's a murderer and that he did commit a crime. and what happens after, whether he's to be executed or like right now, he's trying to make amends and to, you know, do some good. Even though it won't bring back the men he killed, he can still, you know, redeem himself in some small manner. But yeah, it means he's good at what he does. Yes, it does bother me a little. He seems to regret what he did.
I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Kunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
You don't believe in religious visions and miracles. I believe that she believes in her vision. It could be true.
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad.
Yeah.
I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice. She's proven useful. Yeah, her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You really don't like each other. What reason could she have to betray us?
Hello? Have you met her? I think she'd need a reason not to betray us.
She has a reason. I'd kill her. I think we're useful to her. I don't know about that. I think we're useful to her.
Well, there is that. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yeah, sure. And talk to Liliana again.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
I wonder now. And I'm also wondering if I should decrease her approval or not. And let's talk to Stan once we increase, you know, his approval.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Yeah. Your where's Bodan? And where's some thoughtful gift for dear beautiful Stan. And here we go, Stan. Let's give him some armor too. Kunari, yeah, of course. And the chainmail. The chainmail and what else? Let's see. Some boots. Yeah. We're gonna give him some heavy armor. Yeah, we are. Like that. And I guess we're done. And weapons, let's give him a fucking sword. Okay, balanced. I'm not really sure, and to be honest, I don't care. But yeah, and amulet reduces hostility. Let's give that to Liliana. Liliana amulet. Actually, no. So Morgan. Yeah, that will not be necessary. And who do we give the amulet to? I think, you know, Alistair might need this because he has this habit of attracting the wrong sort of attention. But yeah, and I'll give him the fucking sword right here. I love the way I say fucking, you know, so casually. But let's go back to our Grey Warden and switch the this blade with this one, and there we go. Yeah, nice. And these two blades we shall sell them. Oh fuck. I think I'll stick with these two. Yeah, and I think we're done really. But let's give Stan some gifts. Some gifts he'll definitely relish, kinda. And Stan, go to him. There we go.
Unexpected.
I love how gentlemanly he sounds. Oh yeah, I do.
You have my thanks.
We do we? and talk to him once the notification shit is done.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Unexpected. Callow? You thought I was callow?
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
Yeah? Why did I let you out of that cage again? Why did you come to Ferelden?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antom. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
Don't you have to report back? What is an Arishok? Yeah.
The one who commands the Antom, the body of the Kunari.
So he's your king? Do you find the answer to his question? Yeah.
A portion of it.
Don't you have to report back? What was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Yeah. Why would the Kunari care about the Blight?
Why do you?
Ferelden's my home. It could destroy the world.
Do you think the Kunari live on some other world then?
No. Fine, let's drop this. Did you find the answer to his question? Do you have to report back?
Yes.
Then when are you going to do that?
Never.
Wow.
I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What were you doing in that cage?
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Exactly what happened? What do you mean by a weak mind?
That is complicated. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other Kunari?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke, I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
The sword? You probably dropped it on the battlefield. What did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed, I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then, did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Whoa. It's only an object. That's terrible. You panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Teventer unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antom. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it? Accidents happen. If you are prone to panic, maybe you did desert. How can your people possibly think that way? Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the Darkspawn? Yeah?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry. We'll find it. Yeah?
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
You're welcome, Sten. And we got his
Why are we stopping?
quest. I think we should talk for a moment. We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Never mind. Actually, no, never mind. I needed to know if I could trust you at my back. Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your
No.
people. No? Why not? Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
So, you said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war? What made you decide to become a soldier? Yeah.
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did.
Why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed? No idea. You didn't really answer my question. Have you fought in a war?
Compared to what?
Well, good question. You might learn about people if you weren't hostile. You only learn about people you conquer.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
True. Let's go. What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle the plight, though.
As you wish.
Yeah. Of course.
You called.
So, will you tell me why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Huh. Actually, never mind. Yeah, whatever.
That is...
blah, 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 blah.
I saw the last of the creatures cut down. Too late.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about this.
When I woke, I was no longer
guys
among
and
my
girls.
I searched for
I did not expect
when that failed, I asked
him to,
they said they found
you
me.
know,
I did.
repeat the same
I knew they didn't
tale
have
again and
that.
again and again like
They
that.
would know me as soulless. But
Yeah.
if I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now. Near Lake Callan had.
Yeah, of course. And I think we're done with him. And let's talk to Morgan, and we can proceed to the what do you say? The Dalish elves, and see what we can do for them. Plus, I really want to, you know, cheat and make some money, and of course get some new items and equipments for our companions.
A fine gift.
Yeah.
You have my thanks.
Interesting. So full of questions, are you? I love her.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Wow. Never mind. Morgan.
I await your command.
Personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time.
Why are you still here? What the fuck? Jesus. And buy some more sweets.
If there's anything I can do for you,
Oh my god,
I'm
all
sure
I can
you'll be
think
pleased.
of is, you know, this episode of the Proud Family where, you know, I think it's like the main character is this young girl called Penny Proud. She's a high school student, hence why I call her a girl and not a woman. But even though high school girls can be women, a lot more women than, you know, women above 40 or whatever, but she did all the work and chores her parents asked her to do, but her father, I think his name is Oscar Proud, he did not want to give her the money that he was supposed to give her for the hard work she's done. And both his wife and his mother were like, hey Oscar, give her more money. And that was his wife, and his mother, Penny Proud's grandmother, was like, yeah, Oscar, don't be a cheapskate like that. I love that shit so much, and I love Grandma Proud. I do, the Proud family.
I await your command.
Never mind. Let's, you know, give her some thoughtful gifts and not so much money, even though it's pretty much money for Morgan. And there we go.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
And let's talk to her.
I await your command.
Ask you something.
So, full of questions.
Yeah, and
I
I
await
think
your
we're
command.
done with her.
We're in camp, so 'tis as
Why are you still here? Imagine if she left, the approval go down to 0 and she'll be gone. My god, that would be so fucking hilarious. I mean, it's fucked up, but at the same time hilarious. I just don't know what to say about that. They can just, you know, skedaddle, basically. It's so interesting and yet so hilarious. And what the fuck is this? Wow, that's a interesting look for Megali, I mean, I don't know what to say about it, but it's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah. Low morale. Why would anyone want to have low morale? Why? I mean, it increases your attacks, but why? Fuck that shit, no way. I mean, no. Fuck no. And we're going to leave soon, but let's see.
Oh, what are you,
Megali.
little?
What? Did you jump at the sight of your own shadow again?
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit.
Wow.
Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have. It was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off. Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson. So cute.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah, it will. You bet your ass.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes.
He's so
feed
confused,
them
as I
barley in
am.
the flesh of the
Megali
vanquished.
is. Like that, so cute.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Gagging, oh my god! Wow.
Oh, like you can tell the difference.
I love
Or you know, maybe
Megali.
you've already been fed something. Someone.
So much personality and feelings. And right now she's feeling sick. If you've had it and didn't know it, it was probably tasty. Wow. Yeah, she's pretty mad, to say the least.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
Wag's tail. She likes
A
you.
putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Unmentionables? I thought it's the thought that counts. He means well.
Dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Don't do it again. You're a war dog. You heard the lady. Aww. So cute.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Wow. I think you hurt his feelings. You're a mean lady. You hurt his feelings or her
He's
feelings.
just trying to be manipulative, I can tell.
But
I do
whatever.
it too.
Yeah, manipulative. She admits that she can be manipulative. Wow. Fine warrior, Megali is. Watch Sten and Megali, yeah? Wow.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
And respect between fellow warriors. Trying to find a way through the earth, yeah? So cute. So fucking cute. It's gonna take some time, you know. Don't be silly. You mess up the campsite. It takes some time, you know. Wow. So fucking cute. Ignores you. Okay. I mean, I love you too, Megali. Pants, pet. Yeah. I'm gonna sell our stuff, the useless armors and wares, and we shall proceed to the Dalish camp, and hopefully by the time we come back we'll hear words from Liliana about, you know, Marjolaine, and I think I should probably decrease her approval a
Enchantment?
bit, and wares, yeah?
Oh,
And let's go to the you know, armor settings and see what we can sell, which is pretty much all of this shit we have. Liliana. Oh, we did not equip her and the others with some stuff, you know, but oh well. And this one, let's see, yeah, I'd want to, fuck me, give this, Liliana. Okay. Elven boots. Alistair could use this. Yeah, he could. Chainmail. And Sten. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, and this one. Okay, and right here, oh, right here, wow, what the fuck was that? And I think we shall sell this and the scale boots. Yeah, the scale boots, this one, protective cone. Yeah, low morale, uncomfortable, no shit. Of course, we're not going to make her wear that, and I think we're done for now. And yeah, let's give the rest, you know, the equipments and shit, and see what we can do. Okay, let's see, Liliana will get this one right here. So will Morgan, because she could use some, actually no, she's good, and there we go. And Alistair, give him the boots, and all is well in the world. We shall give that boot to,
If there's anything I can do,
what's his name, Zavran, if we do meet him.
I'm sure.
Because, you know, he's Antivan, and it makes sense, but sell this one. Yeah, sell this one, and the boots, this one, no idea. Yeah, let's sell it, and I think we're cool, but just to be sure, I'll get some of the, you know, what do you call it, lump charcoal. Yeah, lump charcoal, a bit of it, like this, and in case, you know, we need to decrease Liliana's approval rate, and we're done. But I'll put save here, you know, like save as in new save, and not so much our created save file, and which makes it 3 save files now. But off we go to the Dalish camp, and to bring Liliana,
Indeed.
Alistair, and of
Yes.
course Morgan or Stan, no idea. Magali, Morgan, Stan, yeah, let's go, we're done. I love the way I was like, let's go, we're done, like that. Lothering, can we go back? Wow, can we actually go back? Jesus, that's interesting. Okay, the outskirts, nice. Oh no, wait, we're already in Lothering, that's why. If it was down, we'd all be fucked. Yeah, we would. But I need to download the DLCs, by the way, for Xbox 360 if I haven't already. And yeah, we got some damn spiders here. Okay, get rid of them. What the fuck? Yeah, we're stunned. Damn spiders. I hate the web shit. And fuck these bitches. These fucking pieces of shit low-life spiders. Okay. Kill them. Yeah, fuck you bitches. Fuck you. And fuck this asshole here too, and wow. Okay. Yeah, nice try, assholes. Nice try. And we should also, you know, collect some, or rather, we should be able to create some potions eventually. I might have to look up as a reminder how we can do it, but I'll figure it out. For now, let's get past this area and we can make our way to the outskirts, which is where the Dalish are, and go around here. Hell yeah, we could have done that, avoid the webs, and wow, I stunned him and he cobwebbed us, and who the fuck? Hello there. Oh wait, I thought there was an ambush of some sort, and what the fuck? Yeah, let's kill this bitch right here. Fuck you. Alistair though, he's tough, no surprise there, and we are good. Wait, what's this? Cocoon, deep mushroom, thank you. And right here too. Can we go back and get some cocoons, if there is any? Oh my god, I mean, inside those cocoons were people, so fuck me. I mean, I sound cruel when I say that, but let's check the cocoon. Where's the cocoon? The fuck is the cocoon corpse? What corpse? The fuck? No idea. I'm so confused, honestly, and what do we have here? Avoid the cobwebs, and hello, cocoon. Oh yeah, and attack this bitch. Yeah, fuck you, cocksucker, wow. goddamn webs and kill this bitch right here. Yeah, like this. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. And you too. Fuck you. Yeah, level up, baby. Level up. And level up Alistair after we take the deep mushroom, and Alistair level up. Constitution, yeah. The constitutional rots, bitch. Yeah, and what do we have here? Oh yeah, this one. Definitely good. Definitely good indeed. And we're done. Okay, and go here. Pick up the item from the bloody corpse, a elf root. Okay, thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. And what do we find here? Oh, we found a site which is no longer empty. And fuck you, bitch. Yeah, fuck you. And kill him or her, the bitch right here. If the spider is indeed a she, but quite a fight this is. And I might need to use the potion, like so, or not. You know, we could have survived either ways, but killed this clown. And Liliana is fine, thank God. Liliana and Morgan, and kill this asshole. And well, we're good. Okay, blank. Why? I don't know, and I don't care. And oh, this one right here, and fucking cook, you know, webs. But yeah, I think we're good and all. Yeah, so let's make our way to the world map and head towards the Dalish camp, which is what we're doing right now. It's quite interesting though that we're camping while also still being in Lothering. Quite interesting indeed. But we made it to the Dalish camp finally, after all the talking and shit with our companions. And we shall settle the issues that the Dalish elves are facing.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish, yeah.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
The Blight. I will tell that your leader.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you.
Hands
Follow me.
to ourselves. I never like, you know, touching people in real life anyways. If anything, they're the ones to touch me. But, yeah. And we shall do some convincing with the Elder.
I see we have guests.
You are correct.
Who are these strangers?
Dear sir.
I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with,
Of course.
as you can see.
We can, you know, help you with those issues, representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Manuvinen, okay.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zacharian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Rickard. A pleasure to meet you. Yeah?
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Sure. Wow. Quite a sad situation.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, As is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden.
Therein.
We are always wary of the dangers in the forest. But we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts.
Yeah.
The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men? Yeah.
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
Of course, it would be a surprise if it was. I am good at a non-trivial task.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this little thing for you. Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The children of the stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
I'll find this Witherfang. If I help you, will you give... what will you give me? You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see.
Of course.
Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Yeah, I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Sayrel? That's how he said her name, or his name. How do I find Witherfang?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Yeah.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang? So if a werewolf bites me, I will become infected?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Yeah, werewolves. How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days.
Yeah?
You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Yeah. How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Sayrel, not Sarel. I mean, I don't know if that's a American way of pronouncing it, but I prefer to think it's properly pronounced Sarel, but yeah.
Go on then.
It's quite, disappointing, especially from what a character that's supposedly supposed to be, European, and yet he's pronouncing the name Sarel in a wrong manner, but yeah.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Quite disappointing indeed, and yeah, may God be with you too, or your precious creator. But thank you guys and gals for watching. Hope you enjoyed the live stream as I did. In the next one, which is going to be the official part 5 of our live stream, which makes this part 4, we shall continue to, rid the Dalish camp and the Dalish elves of this curse supposedly caused by Witherfang. before we can rid Ferelden of the Blight eventually. But until then, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sorry, I stopped there, and sayonara. Right, fuck.